to you this evening on these very, very important topics. I'm going to take you through a range of every possible emotion that you have existing in your body in one evening in less than an hour and a half. And before I get started, I want to say a few things. There is hope and there is help for everybody. But we have a very sick, corrupt system on multiple fronts across the planet that has been making us all sick in the name of the greater good for profit for too many centuries. And the information I have to share with you, I had the knowledge back in 2004, and I was supposed to present it to the World Congress of Psychiatry in Cairo, Egypt. But at the time, I was also on the boards of directors of Organized Medicine in Canada. They were grooming me to lead Organized Medicine in Canada. And when they realized I could advance diagnose sudden infant death, learning disabilities, autism, attention deficit disorder, before it happens, I was a hero for a month. But there comes a point in every man's life, or woman's life, that you come to those crossroads in life and you have to make a very serious decision. I could have sold out my information because it was good for pharmacy, good for organized medicine. Or I could do the right thing, and that would have been a very costly path to follow. I don't know where my values came from. I'm sure my mother will question and scratch her head too. I realized, and I said to these individuals, do you truly want me to submarine this scientific knowledge so it's good for your federation of doctors, good for organized medicine, good for the advertising dollar so you can rescue one of your bankrupting journals that pharmacy's coming to rescue, and turn my backs on society as a whole and the physicians I've been elected here to represent? I can't do that. And I was given the ultimatum, Dr. Moulden, you either play ball or you lose the ball, and you'll never become a licensed physician in Canada. We'll get to that. The information was not shown to the world because all the stuff that's happened and is happening and is going to happen and is going to continue happening unless you all come together and wake up and tell your fellow men what you see here this evening. It's going to continue on because it's been killing and harming you all, and you did not know, and the system is lost, and we need to help find it. And I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So before I get started here, let's see. I'm going to try my best to speak part of this in French. Un instant, s'il vous plaît. Les effets de l'autorité des coutumes et de la présentation.
The effect of the authority of cultures and participation are so strong, and people are so inclined to want to avoid problems that they always accept the decision of the majority. The majority these days is a product of marketing directly to consumers. Parents, children, doctors, politicians, grandparents have also accepted that a mistake by a professional and death have become an enormous negative aspect.
And we're going to solve it all this evening. So before I get started here, can I get the slides going, please? I have joined, unfortunately, the problems that I realized were coming from the United States, causing us all to be sick and ill, and I needed to go there to go effect the change that you all require in my country, because the problem is emanating from their country and their Food and Drug Administration, their Centers for Disease Control, their Human Health Services Commission, their Institute of Medicine, and a medical system that's completely been usurped by corporate pharmaceutical interests that have lost their way about what's healthy and good for our fellow beings, and it's all about corporate boardrooms and shareholders and stakeholders, and it's got nothing to do with your health and wellness. And I will show you what's going on. My work is in a series of DVDs. It will be published in book form in the upcoming weeks. We are translating everything into French. My heart and soul is in Canada, and I will be away briefly to finish this job, and then hopefully, God's grace, as I get off this corrupt rock, because what you're going to see tonight is going to break your hearts. Here is the problem. Health Canada, General Medical Council in the United Kingdom, Food and Drug Administration, American Medical Association, Canadian Medical Association, Merck Frost, Sanofi Pasteur, Eli Lilly, Baxter, Sanofi, Acambis. A famous general in the United States, General Douglas MacArthur, at the end of the Second World War, another heinous crime against humanity, when he was accepting the resignation of the country,